This is the 2015 season preview. Coach Cat Lennon is set to return for his fourth year as head coach of the Memphis Tigers. Last season was an unbelievably epic year, already widely considered the greatest story in college football history, as the Memphis Tigers, coming out of absolutely nowhere, took the college football world by storm, putting together an unbelievable regular season, so many epic wins along the way, finishing off the regular season with a 12-0 record, setting up a massive showdown in the Conference USA Championship game in Houston against the Houston Cougars with a trip to the national championship on the line. Our defense played phenomenal football down the stretch, holding the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback in check, pulling off the huge win, becoming Conference USA champions, and punching ourselves a ticket to the national championship game against the Texas Longhorns. We were underdogs for sure entering the game. Back and forth, very exciting first half. Probably the most memorable play of the game, one of the most memorable plays in national championship history, the final play of the first half. An epic bomb. The prayer was answered. Schuler hitting Sullivan for the touchdown to end the first half. That took away Texas's lead, and the Longhorns never got the lead back. Defense playing phenomenal football once again down the stretch, holding the Heisman candidate quarterback Texas in check. Texas offense was very discombobulated coming down the stretch. That was a spike when they didn't need to do it. Their coach was screaming. It was a great scene. Texas did not know what to do. They had no answer for our offense. An incredible stand. Gibson making the tackle on fourth down. That was Texas's last chance with the ball. We were able to run out the clock from then on and complete the Cinderella season, the ultimate Cinderella season, becoming national champions for the first time in program history. What a year it was. What a story it was. It was a very senior-heavy lineup. A lot of core guys were seniors last year, so I lost a lot of seniors from that incredible team in 2014. We're going to have a very different-looking 2015 Memphis Tigers. We've been working very hard in the offseason, though, not just satisfied with that incredible story. Hoping to keep things going, keep the momentum, keeping a successful program. We certainly had a ton of doubters all last season. We got some doubters entering this season as well, but hopefully we can prove them wrong once again. Let's meet your 2015 Memphis Tigers. Starting on the offensive side of the ball with quarterbacks, we have ourselves Jasper Hines, the offensive team captain. He will lead our offense here, QB for us. He will be backed up by Eric Howard, Gary Russell getting a red shirt, Joshua Randolph getting a red shirt as well. Hopefully we can keep both the red shirts. If there are some injuries up front, we can move Russell or Randolph into a playing role here in the 2015 season. Halfbacks, we've got ourselves senior Tyson Childress, TJ Fletcher, senior Mookie Frazier, used kick returner as well, Travis Armstrong, red shirt, Casey Martindale, fullback Dennis Smiley, wide receivers Robbie Casey, Jamal Rollins, red shirt, Adam McKeon, Darius Russell, senior Jerome Jackson, Mixon Riley, Marcellus Ashley, Chad Henley, red shirt, senior Rondell Bell, tight ends Bobby Heath, Kendrick Vickers, Louis Godfrey, offensive line left tackles Adrian Jefferson, Champ Williamson, senior Tyler Hairston, left guards Vincent Osborne, Corey Wood, centers Jesse Vinson, David Moore, right guards senior Darius Hollins, Maurice Kelly, right tackles senior Jason McGee, Dwayne Fowler. The defensive side of the ball, left ends Mickey Morris, Caleb Nash, Carlton Walker, right ends senior Dexter McQueen, Elton Parker, senior Tim Huff, defensive tackles Rodney Austin, Nicky Cooper, Dwayne Winston, Derek Campbell, Casey Hayes, redshirt, Dre Ruffin. Left outside linebackers, Peter Gonzalez, Nigel Jude, Ed Noble. Middle linebackers, Charlie Goodman, Eric Gallagher, Carl Robinson, senior Jeffrey Branch. Right outside linebackers, Ezekiel Edwards, Joshua Wayne, senior Addison Hargrove. Cornerbacks, Larry Coley, senior Taquino Scales, Sidney Martin, Elvis Monroe, Rudy Brown, redshirt, senior and our defensive team captain, Travis Rudolph, Jacob Drew, redshirt, free safeties, Embry Hempel, Otis Green, redshirt, Arnell Cunningham, strong safeties, Landon Holiday, senior Joey Colvin, Colt Robbins, kicker Clancy Harper, and punter Tim Spaulding. That is your 2015 Memphis Tigers. Let's go. Now let's take a look at the conference outlook entering the 2015 season. UCF is ranked number 23 in the nation, and they are going to be the favorites in the Conference USA East Division. UCF looking to win their first conference title since the 2010 season. And here we are, defending national champions, defending Conference USA champions. Memphis Tigers beginning the season unranked and unfavored in the East Division. Just like last season, we were not ranked or favored in the East. Of course, the magical season last year, winning our second conference title and first national championship. We are the defending Conference USA champions, predicted to finish second in the East. Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles, are predicted to finish third in the East Division. They are looking for their first conference championship since 2011 season. East Carolina is predicted to finish fourth in the East, seeking their first conference title since the 2009 season. Marshall Thundering Herd predicted to finish fifth in the East Division. And the UAB Blazers predicted to finish last in the Conference USA East in the 2015 season. They look at the West, number 17 in the nation, the Houston Cougars. They have dominated the West Division in recent years, made it to the Conference USA Championship once again last season, fell short in that game. They are predicted to win the West once again, seeking their first conference championship since the 2013 season. SMU predicted to finish second in the West Division. Mustangs. Tulsa Golden Hurricane predicted to finish third in the Conference USA West for the first conference title since 2005 season. The UTEP Miners predicted to finish fourth in the Conference USA West. Rice Owls predicted to finish fifth in the West Division. And the Tulane Green Wave predicted to finish sixth in the West for the first conference championship all the way since 1998 season. So not just us losing a lot of guys from last year, quite a few teams, obviously different looks every year, but two teams beginning season ranked in the Conference USA. Houston Cougars predicted to win the Conference USA in the 2015 season. Here we are predicted to finish second in the East, third overall. That is a look at the Conference USA predictions entering the 2015 season. I'll take a quick look around the country. Florida State favorites in the ACC. Texas Longhorns, last season's national runner-up, predicted to win the Big 12 Conference. Cincinnati Bearcats predicted to win the Big East. The Wisconsin Badgers favorites in the Big 10 entering the 2015 season. Houston favorites in Conference USA. Look at the independents. Notre Dame looking very strong entering the season. Ohio Bobcats, favorites in the MAC entering the year. Boise State, preseason favorites in the Mountain West Conference. The Oregon Ducks are preseason favorites in the Pac-12. And the Auburn Tigers, preseason favorites in the SEC. FIU, preseason Sun Belt favorites, and Utah State Aggies, preseason favorites in the WAC. That is a look at the conference outlook entering the 2015 season. Now we'll take a look at the preseason polls. Number 1 in the nation to begin the year is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame looking to have a very strong season, looking for their first national championship since 1988 season, beginning the year number 1. Huge expectations in South Bend for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Number 2 is the Auburn Tigers. Auburn coming off of a great season last year. Number 2 to begin the season, they are the defending SEC champions, looking for their first national championship since the 2010 season. Number 3 is the Texas Longhorns, last season's national runner-up. Defending Big 12 champions, looking for their first national championship win since the 2005 season. Number 4 is the Wisconsin Badgers, looking for their first ever national championship on the football field. Northwestern Wildcats, number 5 to begin the season. Northwestern coming off of a very solid season last year, looking for their first ever national championship as well. Number 6 is the Oklahoma Sooners, for the first national championship since the 2000 season. Number 7 is the Georgia Bulldogs, looking to win their first national championship since the 1980 season. Number 8, the Alabama Crimson Tide, looking for their first national championship since the 2013 season, long ago. Number 9 is the Ohio State Buckeyes, looking to win their first national title since 2002 season. And rounding out the top 10 to begin the year is the Florida State Seminoles, looking for their first national championship since the 1999 season. That's a look at the top 10. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Houston, number 17, top-ranked Conference USA team. Also UCF up at number 23. Michigan State rounding out the top 25 entering the year. Here's a look at the rest of the preseason polls around the country. We are going to be starting at number 33 in the nation. Very, very uncommon for a defending national champion to have such a low preseason ranking, still higher than we had last season, and we didn't let that stop us. Much higher than we began last season. We came out of absolutely nowhere last year. We weren't even close to the top 25 to begin the season. That is a look at the preseason polls. Now we'll take a look at the Heisman Watch entering the season. We have senior halfback Terrence Jackson out of Wisconsin, Richard Sr. Another Wisconsin player, junior quarterback Marcus Lumpkin. And we have senior halfback Brian Jackson of Oklahoma. Junior quarterback Randall Stewart of Michigan. And senior quarterback Carlos Washington of Oklahoma State. That is the preseason favorites entering the year. We'll check at the end of the season, see if one of those guys wins it, or if someone from the outside steps up to win the Heisman Trophy. Super excited to get this season started. We're going to be getting things started week 1. And a big matchup for us, taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats on the road. Cincinnati entering this season number 18 in the country. They're coming off of a very solid season last year. We have a big game here. Hoping we can show that we are still for real, still big-time contenders. Cincinnati looking to take down the defending national champion. Should be a great game here to get the season started. We'll have a bye in week 2. Week 3 will be at home against Troy. First home game for us. Should be very exciting there. We'll get Conference USA play started at home against the Marshall Thundering Herd. We'll have a bye in week 5. Huge game here at home, taking on the Tennessee Volunteers for the second year in a row. Took down Tennessee on the road for the first time in program history last year. This year they will be coming to Memphis. And we will have the Black and Blue Bowl on the road against Southern Miss. Big rivalry game there. And the Battle for the Bones at home against UAB. And week 9 on the road against the Florida Gators. Should be a big time game there. That's our final non-conference game of the regular season. Then we'll be at home against East Carolina. On the road against number 17 Houston. Rematch of last season's Conference USA Championship game. Should be a very exciting game there. We'll see how we're both looking at that stage. Last season we met undefeated. Should be a big time game there in week 11. Week 12, the other ranked Conference USA team to begin the season will be on the road against number 23 UCF. UCF, the preseason favorites in the East. That should be a big time game as well on the road for us. Then we will be at home against UTEP. And then we will finish off the regular season on the road against Tulsa. Golden Hurricane there. That is a look at the 2015 season. Obviously last season, absolutely magical, unbelievable year. We are super excited to get the new season started. Got a big game, kicking things off on the road against a very good Cincinnati Bearcat team. Been working very hard this offseason to get ready for this new year, to show that we can still contend for everything. Super pumped up to get the new season started. Let's go. Let's go Memphis.